Everybody, welcome back. Janna here. We're continuing with Ghostbusters for the Sega Genesis. We just finished the little... what is it? Little Brown House or something? I'm not sure. Or Home Sweet Home. I think that's what it was called. So, the next... you can kind of gauge by difficulty, sort of, the levels. You know, the more money it's worth, you figure the more difficulty, so we'll just go in that order. Next one is the apartment building. It is the kind of water ice level. Get out of here, take care of business. Alright, so this game is pretty generous. You have 3 lives and something like 10 continues. Every so often there's like an extra life too. So if you end up running into, you know, like difficulty like right out of the gates, you can always just head back to the beginning and just kind of refill on energy. So it's a really nice looking game. I think that was maybe the thing that caught me when I was a kid. I remember seeing the advertisement for this and just thinking, I was like, wow. 1, the Ghostbusters actually look like the Ghostbusters, and 2, whoa. Oh. So when you're on the ladder, you're invincible, but... alright. Whoa. These guys are crazy. Oh my gosh. Alright, at least we get some energy. Let's see who it is. So none of these levels are particularly big. I mean, already we're at the first mid-boss encounter. So we'll see who this is. So you want to shoot him in the head, and then he's going to hop around. And it's nice how the bosses change colors the weaker they get. Alright. There we go. One in the box, ready to go. We be fast, they be slow. Right? Alright, and it doesn't matter if you clear out every room of the level. So we will just make our way through. Okay, so obviously this is where the final boss is. So we will go hunting for the other mid-boss. Before you can take on the final boss, you have to clear out both of the mid-bosses. As you would expect. And we'll see. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my god. See, now would probably be a good time to run out and, oh my gosh, get some health, if we even live that long. Oh man, we are not in the right place. Alright. Well, this being the case, we might as well just go ahead and try to kill the second mini-boss. Oh great, now I get the health. Oh man. Alright, how much money do we have? About 5,000. Those guys are nuts. Okay, so obviously we want to get up there. So you can keep coming back to the levels and killing bad guys to get more money for equipment. But I don't know if it's totally necessary. The one really expensive item is the barrier, and I don't even know if that's totally necessary. Okay. Oh man, I wish we had done this first. These guys are kind of annoying. So again, I think this is a fun game. I can see how people would be mixed about it though, because it kind of goes a little bit hardcore cartoony. I mean, it almost looks like an Alex Kidd game or something. Great. Let's see if we can get these guys. Sweet, we are like trapped. Alright, if we're lucky, well, we still have the Peking Ducks, so this fight's kinda difficult. So one of these three, I think it's the bottom one, of course. Oh, nice. If it's the top one, that's kind of like the best case scenario. So I guess you kind of just want to follow her around and not get shot. Maybe this is more just patience than anything else. We don't have like any good equipment right now, so... Oh, nice. And she will change color too. But we are just not doing a whole lot of damage at this point. Okay, cool. Ah. Alright. So yeah, you have to shoot her in the head, and she's one of the, there we go, at least we got one shot in. Whoa, I swear I almost got hit right there. So unfortunately, the starting gun that you have has like no damage. Okay, cool. So I kinda don't want to. Alright. Oh boy. Kinda don't wanna use the Peking Duck. Just because it costs 1,500 and that's not really cheap. Yes! Alright, so little tip, wait for the ghost to pass the trap, because the ghost will always pull in the opposite direction. So if you do it on the far side of the trap, then they're just gonna pull themselves out of range really fast. Alright, cool. So, I think now is actually a good time to leave. Because, if we're lucky, I think we will be, we'll have enough money to get the three-way shot, and that's gonna really help a lot with the boss, which is the snowman. These guys just suck. Alright, so where are we? It says we're at the bottom. I don't know what that is. Alright, I think we can exit. Alright, so we know the way to go to get to the boss. So we'll buy some gyoza. And then go to the weapon shop and get the three-way. Oh, we don't have enough. Alright. Let's see if that boosts our health though. Yeah. So I think the energy tank gives you more life and more energy. So I'd like really recommend getting as much of it as you can to begin with. Alright, I guess we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I think maybe things are just more expensive in normal too, and there's more enemies. I don't know. I believe it's like the same ending. Yeah, it would have been nice if we had done it in order. Alright, hopefully we'll have enough to... I think this is the boss fight, yeah. So it's a snowman, he belches out other smaller snowmen, you have to shoot those, and then just shoot him in the face, and he'll die eventually. What you really want to do is kill the smaller snowmen first, because if you don't, then there's just going to be like a ton of them on the screen. That was a little bit cheap. And if you're lucky, he'll just park himself in a spot where you're in range. Oh man, alright, I'm using the Peking Duck. I don't know if he spits out more. Snowmen as he starts dying. We'll see. These guys kind of take like a few hits, so... Close. There's a lot of button mashing. Oh! Oh no! Come on. So if we get hit... Oh! I want to continue. Alright. Yeah, I really wish we had enough for the freaking three-way. That would have made the fight so much easier. Alright. Well, luckily, there's a good amount of continues, and you don't really have to go far. So this time we'll have a few lives to, like, kill him. And we were pretty close, as it was anyways, so... I feel like those guys are more dangerous or something in normal. Kind of a button masher that's a little bit tiring. Alright, hopefully we don't die. Alright, and here we are. Rematch. Haha, do you humans, blah 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 blah. Come on. Ah, more than anything, this is just exhausting. I hate that the gun has just no range. Because I have to keep readjusting. If this thing could just shoot across the screen, it would be like such a hassle. Okay, now it's starting to get a little bit nuts. Yes! Alright, it's nice that you don't have to, like, leave the level, too. Oh, boy. You really saved me. I want you to have this. I will take your money. Less second stone pieces in our hands. I'm going to stay glued to this stone tablet. Energy goes concentrated in the city. Energy levels increasing every day. No wonder the ghosts are starting to play rough. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna buy a couple more of these because we're gonna head to the Woody house now, which is on fire, which we need. It's weird, like a house is on fire, but it's dark. Alright, so now we have enough to buy the three-way shot, which I like. I think it's probably the most used weapon. The only other thing that I really want to get is the phaser shell and the special suit, so we'll definitely have enough money to get those, and then maybe another energy tank. I'm gonna hold off on a Peking Duck for right now. Or should I? No, we'll get a Peking Duck. I don't want to waste a life. Okay, so for right now, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we will do the Woody house. So I'll see you guys in a bit.